The big breaking news development is taking place in the National Herald case. Additional Solicitor General S.V. Raju has presented arguments before the special judge Vishal Gogne, alleging that Young Indian Private Limited took control of Associated Journals Limited, which owns assets worth approximately 2,000 crore rupees. Raju claimed that the transaction was, quote, a fraud and a classic case of money laundering. Raju has alleged that All India Congress Committee or the AICC devised this modus operandi to avoid the limelight and siphon off the money of Associated Journal Limited's assets. That's the big allegation that has been made in the special court today by ASG Raju, who is representing the ED's side in the National Herald case. That's the big breaking development that we are tracking in the National Herald case. Additional Solicitor General S.V. Raju now has presented his arguments before the special judge Vishal Gogne, alleging that Young Indian Limited had taken control of Associated Journals Limited, which owned assets worth more than 2,000 crores. AJL was the parent body that held the National Herald newspaper and its assets. Now ASG Raju is claiming that the transaction was, quote, a fraud, and again, quote, a classic case of money laundering. These are serious allegations being made by the Enforcement Directorate against the AICC and the Congress, talking about the modus operandi of a new incorporated company called Young Indian that took over the assets originally controlled by AJL or Associated Journals Limited. Raju has alleged that the AICC had devised particularly this modus operandi to avoid the limelight and siphon off the AJL's assets. Joining me live on this broadcast is our Senior Executive Editor, Ridham Anand Bharadwaj, bringing us more details on this story. Ridham, what's the latest in terms of the arguments that are ongoing in this case now? Serious allegations of money laundering being made by ASG Raju.
And all of them have been in the forefront of this debate for the longest time. The National Herald case is one case that has been the albatross around the neck of the Gandhis. The Additional Solicitor General S.V. Raju appearing before the special judge Vishal Gogne and appearing for the ED that shareholders were kept in the dark. The Enforcement Directorate giving a very clear picture in the National Herald case, saying the Enforcement Directorate has said prior to allotment of shares to Young India, there were 1,089 shareholders. After Young India became 98% shareholders' value reduced to 2%. Why did this happen? The ED is giving out new details in the court and saying shareholders were kept in the dark. This is just one of the things that the ED is saying. The ED has also now said that the purpose was not only to get maximum money out of the asset for the shareholders. The AICC eyes were on the asset of 2,000 crore. This is a big allegation, very, very big allegations this time by the Enforcement Directorate. They have in fact said Sonia Gandhi is responsible individually and also under Section 70 of the PMLA Act. I'm going to exactly tell you what the PMLA Act is in just a moment. They've also said the auditors of Young India have already mentioned Rahul and Sonia Gandhi are the beneficial owners because they had controlling asset. Then the Sonia Gandhi's role is being explained in the court, in the Rose Avenue court, where it's being said she was the president, the director when the fraudulent transactions were taking place, when this entire fraud was being done. She was also charged under Section 3 and 4 of the PMLA and also Section 30. The same arguments also being made for Rahul Gandhi. Now also remember that the National Herald money laundering case, the arguments being presented in the Rose Avenue court by the Additional Solicitor General on behalf of the ED. This section 70, talks about when a person committing any contravention of the provisions of this act, this PMLA, the act, does it or any rule is done for a company, every person who at the time of the contravention that was committed was in charge and responsible for the company will also be in charge under Section 70. This is a huge charge which Dr. Abhishek Manu Singhvi will try and argue in the court tomorrow or tonight if he gets the chance. But the big news also coming in, Dotex, the Kolkata-based private firm, is also finding its name mentioned here today as it did yesterday, when it's being said, Trutharth, Dotex assisted in the money laundering, as assisting is also the part of money laundering, is argued by ASG S.V. Raju. Remember, Republic TV was the first channel to get the documents relating to Dotex. The shareholders were the puppets of the Gandhis, he's saying. They were required to do certain acts on behalf of the Gandhis, is being argued by Additional Solicitor General S.V. Raju. So these are very big words that are coming in. And he says the purpose was to usurp 2,000 crores assets. This is the one line that everyone who's watching our coverage on the National Herald arguments that are taking place daily in the Rose Avenue court should understand. What was the purpose behind everything? The purpose, ASG Raju has been repeating numerous times yesterday and today, was to usurp 2,000 crore assets. It was done fraudulently. They were not able to pay even though they had rupees 2,000 crore. This was a sham transaction and Rahul Gandhi knew it, is what has been said by the ASG and the Enforcement Directorate. They say suddenly when Young India took over assets to AGL, the rental income increased. Proceeds of crime was maximum when Rahul and Sonia became directors. Dotex again has been spoken of. Role of Suman Dobe has spoken of. I can give you more details, but this is the big news coming in from the Rose Avenue court, where the ED making arguments has also said that Dotex assisted in the acquisition of proceeds of crime. There was a sham loan that was given by them as a part of the money laundering. They knew the transaction was a sham. Then they've spoken about the role of Suman Dubey, who acted as a puppet, who transferred his shares to Sonia Gandhi, and also therefore under Section 30 of the PMLA, he's also responsible for the conduct. They've also said Sam Pitroda, for the same reason, is responsible. Finally, Kruthart, they've said the proceeds of crime was maximum and Rahul and Sonia Gandhi became directors, and Rahul Gandhi was the General Secretary of the AICC in 2010 when he was made the Director of Young India. So I want for our viewers to understand, simply we've been speaking about these names. When it comes to the name of Young India, when it comes to the name of AGL, when it comes to AICC, Rahul Gandhi was the General Secretary in 2010. Rahul and Sonia were responsible for the affairs of the AICC, yet the conduct the Additional Solicitor General appearing for the Enforcement Directorate says is improper. They did not seek to furnish that loan from AGL. They were not able to pay even though they had 2,000 crores. And I repeat again, the ASG SV Raju says the purpose was only one, to usurp 2,000 crore assets. It was done fraudulently. This is the big news that's coming in today, and we have to understand this. Yes. This is in exactly like yesterday and what was stated by the Enforcement Directorate yesterday, Kruthart.
Thank you very much, Rudham, for breaking down those complex arguments being made in the Rouse Avenue court. We'll be closely tracking, ladies and gentlemen, all the developments in the National Herald